It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso right here on S3. Like I said before the break, let's talk some movies. JP Sebastian in the house. The weekend is just around the corner, and with the weather the way it is, it could be nice for some popcorns and slushies and
cuddle time.
those kind of things.
Slushy in the rain. You are.
My friend, I will have a
off-road
slushie
man.
anytime, blueberry, please.
Ooh, very
Yes.
specific. I
And that's
also love
exactly
some
what
ice
I had
cream.
because I went to the movies for the first time in years. I feel like I deserve a badge. I got a handshake earlier on.
When you're a parent, it's like a hostage situation, though, right?
It is, but I did. I went with my two boys, and it was so lekker to just have a box of popcorn and some sweets. And do you also put
I
some
do that.
in
The chocolates
popcorn?
go inside.
Chocolates go
I
inside.
thought that
have a
was
little
just an
bite of
American thing. I'm
both.
clearly not as modern as you guys.
You're
the
missing out.
slushy.
You're missing out,
Yeah.
JP. So when you have a bite, it's like a bit of sweet, a bit of
And
salty.
because it's dark, you never really know what you're getting. And then all of a sudden... Anyways,
I think we're in the cooking
I think
segment
we went
now.
here.
okay, Hitman, let's go there.
What's crazy for me to think about,
Yeah.
and I was just thinking about this morning, because what I'm doing here is giving you a list of like what's on circuit presently, what's now showing. Is back in the day, by the way, South Africans, we used to go to the movies, look at the posters, and go,
What are we going to watch?
Which one do you want?
gonna be a surprise.
Now you need to like phone Cyril. You need like 3 bank statements. Like SARS has to clear your name to go. Like it's expensive, so maybe I can help out to help you make up your mind. So the first one is called Hitman, which is a really not super clever name, I suppose, but the director is very, very good. His name's Richard Linklater, and previously did movies like, to go years back. Jeez, it's so sad. Well, from my formative years of high school, he did very sophisticated stuff like Waking Life, which is these deep philosophical kind of things. When you're a teenager, it's like one of the first movies that you happen upon, and it's like, ooh, I'm now into art movies. I'm fancy.
Art house.
But he also does very like breezy kind of stuff too. Did Dazed and Confused. I don't know if you remember School of Rock with Jack Black.
Jack Black? Love him.
Hilarious, but also like does quite tender kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And here it's a similar sort of feeling in that it's a true story. Glenn Powell, who by the way is like the modern Wonder Boy in Hollywood, I think people are lining up very much as a replacement of Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise still exists, guys, I promise you. True story of a professor in New Orleans is where this is set. It was Texas originally, who moonlighted as a fake hitman to help the police ensnare people who were looking to get a hit put out on someone, and he falls into a situation that he's not too sure he should be doing this for.
Right.
A woman comes to him and she wants a hit on her husband, but it's because he's abusive. And so he does, do you throw that poor person in jail? However, for all that seriousness, it is a rom-com. And like I said, Richard Linklater and also Glenn Powell, who co-wrote on this, it looks like they've got something pretty intelligent on their hands. There are a lot of critics saying this is one of the funniest of the year. And it just sort of went under the radar.
Yeah.
So these are out already. This has been out for like a week, and it opened in South Africa at number 6, so it is getting some support. But I'm keen for it because like once in a while, comedies, sometimes they hit, sometimes they miss.
Oh, God. That fine line. I mean, come on. It gets missed so many times.
Too many times, and so maybe what you need is a hit, man. And that's going to be one that's on the radar for me.
Well, let's look at the second one. Garfield is back.
I think
That's exactly what I went to watch.
he looks so
tell me.
proud of himself that he got out of the house.
Do the boys
I
love it
did.
too?
Oh, they loved it.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a big fan of a good Garfield story,
Yeah.
and this was it for me. It was really nice. It was just an easy watch. It was
Yes.
lovely. The kids enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's a win-win for kids and parents.
Absolutely.
There's this crossover. Like sometimes like I said, it's a hostage situation.
Yeah.
The kid thinks they want to see something, and both of you are like bored out of your skulls.
Yeah.
Afterwards, the kid is like, I didn't like that either. So, but for me, even though I'm not a dad, it felt like this is the kind of thing that where both parties might win.
Right.
That poster, by the way, is very strange. In the bottom left corner, it says D-Neg, which is the company who did the special effects for Dune. I don't know why they felt like they should put their name on this, but God bless them. Anyway.
Because it's cute.
It is.
Look at that.
I've got a ginger cat, so now this movie means even more to me.
Is he as much of a frat as Garfield?
He is. He's always wanting what I'm having on my plate.
I've heard that ginger cats are very special.
They crazy.
And Garfield, on the other hand, is lazy. And the story is now his origin story, in a way. But still, grown-up Garfield, it's him finding out about his estranged dad.
Oh.
Right? You can help us out here. It's Samuel L. Jackson who plays his dad.
Yes.
But for me, I think one of the roles that stole it for me was the big purple bull played by Ving Rhames.
He was by far my favorite character in the entire movie.
Hilarious, the dead seriousness. Whatever.
Love it. And it's dramatic. He's got this incredibly dramatic pause.
So many strange strange twists and turns that Garfield. So he meets up with his dad, who he didn't know his entire life. He gets then hustled into a situation where, in order to find some sort of like peace in the home, there's this other cat who's a gangster who makes a deal with him
Not
to
a
go steal
gangster
some
cat.
milk. And then there's this lone bull who's trying to reconnect with his wife. I don't know why it's so deep and laid and rich and complex.
It's
It
for the
could-
parents, though. We all need to relate.
But it
somehow.
makes sense when you go watch it.
Can you just give me real quick the director's name on there? Because that
The director is Mark Tyndall.
Mark Tyndall is dead one of the greatest animations I've ever seen in my life. Garfield was not one of those, but Emperor's New Groove
Oh, I love that.
is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life.
Ever. I'd watch it to this day.
Do yourselves a favor, watch Emperor's New Groove, maybe go do Garfield afterwards. I have to, however, remind everyone about The Boy and the Heron. You might just get like a brief moment, a sliver in the cinema to still see this one, because The Boy and the Heron was the movie that won the Oscar for Best Animation this year. It is a masterpiece, guys. You know when a movie feels like medicine? You know when a movie like really feels like it's healing you? Just watching this trailer again, like I hit goosebumps, guys. I'm getting goosebumps now thinking about how much this movie. So one reason being is that Hayao Miyazaki, Studio Ghibli, he's a master director. He was actually like the first Japanese animation to win an Oscar back in 2001, I think it was, for Spirited Away. Every movie he does is 10 out of 10.
Yes.
And, geez, it's hair-raising sometimes, the story of this kid who, there you go, Academy Award winner for Best Animated Film. Truly deserved. If they could give it 2 Oscars, they really should. Maybe even Best Picture. But whatever.
I've just recently watched Spirited Away, and it was absolutely incredible.
Hand-drawn.
Oh, my
hand
goodness.
Hand-painted before CG. So, yeah, you get it.
Yes,
do
I
yourself
do.
a favor. If I mean, you love Spirited Away, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's
Now,
right up my alley, then.
I don't know how much longer we still have a big screen on our hands, guys. with streaming services. Maybe try and rush to one real quick to see
Right.
The Boy and the Heron. And maybe take your kids as well, even though...
I
maybe-
wanted to ask you about this, but I mean, I know we're short on time, but I mean, when you look at a movie like that, The Boy and the Heron, it's not just for the kids.
No, there's some very
That's the
hairy
thing. You look at
themes.
animation, you tend to think like, no, it's not for
Pop
me.
and cheese is just for the children, but it's not.
I'll
Go
get
watch
into why that happens in Japan in particular another day, but hey, I'll tell you about that when the time comes
Go
around.
grab your
Have to have your-
popcorns. Thank you, JP.